welcome back to another video. Sorry, just remembered I've got a mask on, so you're probably not going to be able to hear me. So I'm using this bloody towel again, just for the moment, because what is the reason for it? Because my dust extractor has officially given up on me, and to be quite honest, I just keep forgetting to order a new one because I'm not using it every day. I just keep forgetting that I need to get one, so I have actually ordered one now. It's been in my basket for a real stupid long time now, just because I kept forgetting to actually click checkout. So anyway, just in the meantime, just while I'm doing just my own nails, obviously, I am just wearing my mask and using this towel underneath to try and catch as much of the dust as I can. So obviously I wouldn't recommend not having a dust extractor. It's not a very good idea because obviously the dust is not good for you. But anyway, regardless of that, I'm just changing my nails today. So I've decided, obviously you're going to see what they look like from the thumbnail, but I've decided to try out, if you watched my latest haul video from Sparkle Supplies UK, you will have seen that I bought some fairy mesh. And I just thought, you know what, I really fancy trying it. And I've seen a lot like that design where everyone's doing like the real thin line around the outside. So obviously you'll have seen it in the thumbnail. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing, don't worry, like I am going to do it mostly sped up. I just wanted to explain to you what I'm doing and what I've already done. So I've already prepped my nails. I've obviously taken them down to real thin layer from the design that I had before. This is how thin they are at the moment, super thin. So when I haven't took this one off because I'm not going to do my thumb. So when I add this design on top with the acrylic, it won't be too bulky. They are really thin, like they will literally bend. So you need to be really careful at this stage that you don't snap them, because I do that quite often. It's really frustrating. Haven't really got a hell of a lot of nail prep, like natural nail prep to do for this set, mainly because it's only been a couple of days since I did the last one. If you want to see the set that I had on before, it was, to be honest, I actually really liked it. It wasn't really anything that I've kind of had before, mainly because it was pink and like flowery, and I don't really do that sort of thing, but I really liked them and I was quite sad that I decided to take them off. So if you want to see that set and how I did that, then head over there, and if you want to see my prep, then head over to that one as well. I'll try and remember to put a little link up here to that video, but I'll probably forget, but never mind. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be using. This is what I was just talking about, the fairy mesh. So I bought pink, baby blue and pearl. This pearl one's beautiful. I think today, because I've just had a pink set, so I'm not going to use the pink. I think I'm going to go with the blue, just because I haven't actually done anything like blue for a while. And blue and purple are my favourite colours, so it makes sense. So I think what I'm going to do is, I don't really know, like I've never used this stuff before, so this is like a first time for me. I just really like the effect it gives. I think my plan is, I'm going to do an ombre on all the nails. I'm going to have this like just, it's really fiddly, I can't wait to use it. So I'm going to have this like halfway up like this, but underneath I'm going to have glitter. I don't know whether you'll still be able to see this or not, but I just have a glitter that I really want to use. From Sparkle Supplies UK still, and I just absolutely love it. It's beautiful. So it's this one, it's called Frozen. You've probably seen it before if you watch my swatch videos and like haul videos, but this is it. It's got blue and silver in, so I'm gonna have that like underneath and then pop this. I think I might do it like where I have a full nail as well, like have a full nail of that and then put this over the whole nail of the glitter. I don't know how it's going to look having this like over the top of the glitter. I don't know whether it's going to work or whether it's just going to be completely pointless, but I just thought it'd be nice to give it a go, and it's got a real good like different look to it, so we might just try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, at least we know. So this is more like a testing out video than an actual like tutorial, because I don't even know if it's going to work or not, but we'll give it a go. I'm going to be using Naked from Tears Beauty as my core acrylic. Oh, there we go, as my nude core acrylic for the ombre. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this full nail, see how it looks, and I might do this one a full nail as well, but I definitely want a couple of just normal, because then once I've got this on and it's all cured and everything's set and not top coated and everything's like ready, I'm then going to just paint around the outside just a little outline. I haven't figured out what yet, but I'm just going to do a little outline around them as well, just to accentuate how pretty they are. So I might do this as a full nail and then this one have the ombre, but a bit of that over the top, because I really like that effect. So let's get going. So first of all, I am just applying my acrylics, obviously. So I'm going in with my ring finger first with frozen and clear acrylic. I basically just pick up frozen, well, I pick up clear acrylic and then just dip it into my little pot with the frozen glitter in, and then apply that to the nail, and then apply a bit more glitter on top of the clear acrylic bead as well. So I'm just patting that into place, making sure that everywhere that I want it to be is covered. This is going to be a full nail of the glitter, and then I'm going to put the mesh over the top of this. So I'm just making sure that everywhere is nice and full coverage and there's no bits missing on this nail, because I want it to be full everywhere. So I'm just pushing that up to the cuticle area, make sure not to touch. Then if I do get any glitter anywhere I don't want it, just making sure I get rid of it before it has time to set. That is what that looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this glitter. And then I'm just popping a real thin layer of clear over this glitter, just for something for the fairy mesh to stick to. And then I'm just attempting to hold down both sides. It's really difficult to do this on yourself. I feel like it'd be a lot easier on somebody else. But I'm just making sure at the minute that it's all flat, and then when I've got it where I want it, I held it down until it's set. And now I am just encapsulating. There are still bits sticking up, but I gave up in the end. A pinching tool would have been so helpful right now, but I used to have one and I threw it away. I don't know why. But yeah, in this day and age, there's always something that I will not throw away now, simply because of that. You always know that you're going to need it eventually, and I've learnt my lesson. So I'm just capping, making sure that everywhere is covered in clear and that my structure is built up. And then I'm going to do almost the same on this one, but I'm not covering the whole nail with the glitter this time, just half, because it's going to be an ombre. And then I used gel this time. So instead of using the acrylic and then waiting for it to set, I just popped a layer of gel, clear gel, over this area that's got glitter on it, and then held the fairy mesh on top of that, making sure it's completely flat, and then I popped in the lamp to keep it still, and that way worked so much easier. So if I was ever going to use this stuff on my nails again, I will definitely do it in that way, because it was much easier than acrylic. But I would probably do the acrylic method on somebody else because it's a lot easier than me trying to cure it. I just turned my lamp upside down to make life easy for curing my own nails while I was holding it. So once I've done the glitter on all of the nails, I then obviously apply the fairy mesh and cure it, cut off the excess, and then do the ombre and just cap basically. And then obviously I'll be back to talk to you at the end about how it turned out, how I found it, and also the exciting part of filing and top coating. Okay, so this is what they look like at the moment. I decided to go with, obviously I would have said this in the voiceover, but just in case I forget, I decided to go with the fairy mesh on the whole of this one and a bit on this one, and then I left these two without it because I kind of wanted to see like how they look different and like how they differ. So I thought if I have a mixture, we'll be able to tell. So obviously at the moment they're looking absolutely awful, I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's the joy most of the time of an acrylic set like design, is that you have to trust the process, and when you get to the end of the top coating stage and the filing into shape and everything, you are impressed. And that is what I am praying is going to happen, because at the moment I'm not. So half the reason I actually decided to only do the 2 nails with some of the fairy mesh on was also because it is just a pain in the ass to do on yourself. I imagine it's a lot easier to do on somebody else. I might have to try and talk my mum into having one just to see if that theory is correct or not. Mainly just because obviously you need to hold it down while it sets and stuff like that. So I did end up doing one with gel instead of acrylic just to see if it was any easier, and it was easier to apply and everything, but then obviously you get the problem of like getting it in the lamp and stuff. So I had to basically put my lamp upside down and then put my hand on top of it. But yeah, so it wasn't like stupidly difficult, and I do think that it would be a lot easier on somebody else, like doing it on someone else. So I'll definitely be recommending it to my clients. Well, I'll give it a go on my mum first, see how I get on with her, and then go from there. But I'm interested to see what it looks like. I genuinely don't believe this nail that I'm filing now, I don't think is going to turn out as well as I'd hoped. But obviously, like I did mention, that was the first time I've ever used it. I wasn't really expecting it to go perfectly for the very first time. I have encapsulated things in acrylic before, but this stuff is not one of those things. So, you know, it's just one of those things. It's all a learning curve. I need to cut some of that off. But basically some areas stuck better than others. That was the main thing. As you can see here, like all this bit that I'm cutting off is quite frustrating. The only thing that I definitely have learnt from is it's actually easier to apply. Like if you have a bigger piece of it, if you cut it like quite small, there's not really anywhere that you can put pressure on it to like hold it down. So that's definitely something that I will remember for next time of using it, because it's not like you're going to waste it anyway by using a big piece, because obviously you're just going to cut it around the nail anyway and then you'll have whatever's left. So it's not an issue. But yeah, I think I am going to end up filing the majority of it off this nail to get it into the shape and everything, thickness and stuff that I want it. But it's not an issue because I think the patchy look will look quite nice anyway. So I'm just going to finish off just shaping this nail, and then I will sand them down, like get them all nice and to shape and stuff with my sanding band, and then we'll come back and top coat and hopefully have a really exciting, fingers crossed, reveal. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, so this is what they look like now that I've filed them. I'm just going to go over with some prep and dehydrate now and just make sure that I've got no scratches left on the nail from my nail file. I did get a bit file friendly. I always do with my own nails, so I have got a little bit of like a red bit there. It doesn't actually hurt, like I just caught it and thought ow, and then that was that. So it's not an issue. So I'm just going over with prep and dehydrate. So this is obviously made up of isopropyl alcohol and acetone. The acetone will just very gently basically melt that top layer of acrylic, which means that it will get rid of all of this, well, not all of the scratches. It will smooth out the scratches but also leave the surface still perfect for top coat. So this is what they look like now they've been wiped over, and now we're gonna have the moment of truth and top coat them and see how they turned out. I've actually changed my mind about doing the outline. I don't think it's really necessary, and I think they'll look a little bit too much because of all the glitter and everything as is. So I am just going to go straight in with top coat. So I'm just going to use my Model 1's top coat, just because obviously I don't want to keep using all of the ones that I use on my clients on my nails, because I'll end up with none left by the time that I open. And I'm not really in a position to keep replacing stuff that I use, so I'm just going to go in with this one. I absolutely love this one anyway. It's actually really good. I haven't looked like to be able to buy it on its own. It came in some kits that I've bought before Christmas for the gift ideas videos that I did. So I don't know how much it is to buy on its own, but I actually really like it. It's very, very shiny. I actually really love the effect that that fairy mesh gives, and I didn't realise how much of a difference it would actually make, because when you look at it, like, it looks really thin, and it doesn't really look like it's going to do much, like, because of how thin it is, and it's not particularly like majorly coloured. I think it's more like of a reflection thing than actually the colour that it looks just casually. So if you look at those two, they do match still, obviously they've got the same glitter on underneath, but they do look really different, and I really like that effect. It's really, really good. So different. I haven't got anything like this, so it's nice to have something different for my collection of nail art. I'd love to see the other two colours that I got, and I think there was more to choose from as well, so if I like those I might just invest in the different colours that there is. This one didn't work out as bad as I'd expected. I thought I was going to file off quite a lot, but I only really filed off a little bit around the cuticle area, so it's not a major issue. I think I definitely would like just continue to apply it with gel though. That was so much easier, because all you need to do is just get it where you want it and then cure it and it'll stay there, so it was really, really helpful. So I'm just going to pop these into the lamp and then we'll have a good look at them. I just don't want to smudge them while they're wet because I know what I'm like, but look. Okay, so we're just coming out the lamp. This is what they look like. Oh, let's get it to focus. There we go. Look at that. When you move it into the light, it's so different. So when you look at it in certain angles, like my ring finger at the moment, you can't really see it. And then when you move, it's really obvious. So it's really, really good. So effective. I actually really like that. Like I said, I'm really excited to see the other colours, because I also got pink, baby pink and pearl. I imagine the pearl one would look nice over pretty much anything, but I absolutely love this. Let me know if you like this set. Let me just get all my manky stuff off my hand. So this is what they look like. I really hope you like them. I'm going to pop a bit of cuticle oil on because my hands and nails are so dry at the moment, especially because I'm doing my nails so often and like filing so much and stuff. It just really affects them, especially because I'm not careful with filing my own nails, which is obviously not very good for a nail tech to admit, but it's true. So I'm applying some cuticle oil and then I'll put some hand cream on afterwards as well. But let me know whether you like this or whether it's not really your cup of tea. Like, either way, just let me know what you think. I actually do really like it, but I do like blue, so I don't think it's really that surprising. But yeah, thank you so much for watching another video of mine, and I'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 AM. Bye!